Bitcoin $100,000 before the end of this year. What's going on in the crypto space? You wanna know the last information? Yes, then smash that like button, cause it's time for crypto news fun on the ride. Crypto a tope. We told you about this on our social media. Follow us on Twitter. Price of Bitcoin might go to $100,000 till the end of year, and that's something that the Standard Chartered Bank is saying. This is a bank from England, and they believe this is because the crypto winter is over, that we have a crisis of the fiat system. Mining Bitcoin is now a good alternative, maybe that safe haven where inflation can come to take us. This is a very important bank. They hired 73,000 people. They are present in 70 countries. And for me, it's so interesting that even though it's based on UK, well, a lot of its customers come from Asia, Africa, and Middle East. And also consider that they are in the stock market in Hong Kong. So maybe we can see that banks from Asia are now pro-crypto, and maybe more those United States related banks are against it. This is the fight between, again, like the Cold War, this time between the East and the West. We'll see about that. Again, maybe because of United States is going to stop printing money in the next Fed meetings. That's also a good reason to believe that the stock market might go down, and maybe Bitcoin is a refuge for that. We'll see in May 2 and 3rd of May. We are paying attention of that day for the decision in the Fed. So interesting to see. It's very little time till we know if they are going to raise the rates again or not. And here you can see how dollar behaves when that happens. And you can see that mostly it goes up, 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 and up a little bit, almost a little bit, all the times that we have that decision. And that means that Bitcoin mostly goes flat or down, 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 and down, as you can see in all past times. So maybe this is what's going to happen again on May the 2nd. We'll tell you here in Crypto News Fun on the Ride. Remember that also we have to consider the last Friday of each month, in this case, because of the closure of the futures of the CME. Well, in this case, with this variable, we have in the past very, very different behaviors for Bitcoin price in the CME futures, sometimes down, sometimes up. So we don't really have something to say about this, but that is going to be volatile times around the weekend. The market right now in the red. Bad news. Bitcoin between $27,000 and $28,000, and we are almost losing the line of $27,000. So that's why, as we have very, very bad videos telling you all the possibilities for Bitcoin to go south, today we wanted to celebrate the possibility of Bitcoin going to $100,000 before the end of the year, as that bank allegedly is saying. And remember, that's a possibility if we consider the parabolic chart, if we compare the situation right now where the behavior of Bitcoin on 2019, and here you can see that we are checking the parabolic line, and that would put Bitcoin at the end of the year in approximately $4,000, but before that, in June, will be around $70,000 if this is the pattern we are following. This raise of Bitcoin to 100K may be again reason because of this need for a decentralized new coin that has no intermediaries and behaves as a refugee. And you can just rely on this rich guy, Chamath Palihapitiya, and what he said 3 years ago. Basically, he said that it's a good idea to have 1% on Bitcoin, just in case everything else falls.
I think a reasonable strategy is to say 1% of my net worth should be in.
I can't put this whole video because of rights, but I can transcribe what he said. I think a reasonable strategy is to say 1% of my net worth should be in something that is completely uncorrelated to the world and how the world works. So you quietly have some, during some time, some Bitcoin, you have your position, and then you just never look at it again and hope that that insurance you have now under the mattress never has to come due. Right, but if it does, it will protect you, because then if everything else falls and you have that that safe haven there, it will be worth hundreds of thousands of, or maybe millions of dollars a coin. So maybe it's a good idea. Thank you, Chamad Palipatilla. Also, he's telling us that crypto is dead in America. He is talking about all those regulators and how everybody is attacking crypto. Now that everybody is against dollar and the abuse of power they had in the world all this time, well, now in the United States blaming crypto. Here you can see on this important television, HBO, that this guy who's so famous, John Oliver, just had a 25-minute space criticizing crypto, which is fine at some point. Well, he's criticizing all the fiascos we had with FTX, with Terra Luna, and with Celsius. Also, he's blaming on speculations and all this fever we have in the crypto sphere. But beyond that, this is just food again. He's just criticizing everything in the crypto sphere, saying everything is a crypto Ponzi and that it makes no sense. So, well, you can see that now everybody is attacking the crypto sphere. We'll see in the future who's the one that laughs the most or laughs in the end. The market is neutral, it's not really, but we are not still in fear, even though we have more news about Sam Bankman-Fried. Now their parents are not able of using also cell phone without supervision, so that he can't do more shit stuff. Also, now Celsius in an auction, and Gemini and Coinbase are new entities asking for it. So maybe they will buy the rest of Celsius, and maybe that's good for your investments. Maybe we will recover some of that. We'll see about that. Also, Coinbase now fighting back against the SEC, now filing a court action to compel them to respond to rulemaking petition. Because again, we have no clue what's going on in the United States according to regulations. They are opaque. Now that in Korea, they are authorizing Bank of Korea to inspections on crypto firms. So you can see that again in Asia, more and more the regulators want to include the crypto sphere. And you can see also this crazy piece of information, which is that in Spain we are so happy when we do our tax report, and Hacienda, it's called the regulator, has to give money back to us. It's like an extra money we have there. Well, now it's better to pay than having that money. So if you had your tax report and they gave you money, that's not a good thing right now because of inflation. Why is that? Well, because as the power of money is losing its value as time passes by, well, if you gave that money to the regulator in advance, then you lost that money. It's better now to be in debt with the regulator, because now that we have to pay, we actually pay less than waiting all those months and giving them all that money. They can do whatever they want with it. They will not give you anything back. They will give you no interest. So just consider that right now it's okay to have your money in your pocket. The more you can, the better. Also consider that if you are what we call in Spain autónomo, once now we have to raise the amount we pay every month. It's better to be in debt right now than paying in advance. If you want to do your tax report, because we still have time till June, but we are close to that, use coin tracking. You have a link in the description with a 10% discount. This is the tool I use. So if you use that link, you'll have a 10% discount and you'll help the channel. Thank you very much. The market with the bubbles mostly in the red, the most important ones also in the red. And coming back to Bitcoin, we wonder if we can close below $28,000. So we'll have a green candle on the month of April. What do you think? We have till Sunday, still a possibility, or you believe it's impossible already? Again, remember that we projected this chart where 25,200 is a cool possibility with past lows and also those resistance points from the past. We told you everything about that in this video and how Bitcoin might go not to $100,000 but to 9,600. So you have the both sides of the coin and you have to consider what's going to happen. Here, Pladisu believes this is almost too obvious and that Bitcoin has to go to that $25,200 because of the volume. And here you can see we have that gap. So maybe this is something that will happen. Again, I'm not expert. This is not financial advice. Matthew Highland also believes that we have this 3D MACD bear cross confirmed, which is a very bearish indicator. And if we compare the situation with dollar right now going down, but crypto not going up, that's not a good thing. And remember that we had here this cross of death, this death cross for Bitcoin. And if we go to the last time we had that, you can see that right now we're in this moving average, just holding there. Well, at that point, we didn't hold and we started going down for good. This has happened in the past several times once we break this line. So we might not break it if we don't want to go crazy down. Now the stock market in Asia, volatile, going up and down, dollar going down, but also gold and crypto. What's going on in the markets today? When actions in China are going higher and those companies related with the digital CBDC, they are going to launch in China. Ethereum going down to the 1,700 range we talked about in past videos, even though we have good news for all those withdrawals or deposits that we have in the smart contract. Again, we are winning in deposits than withdrawals. So that's a very good thing. But remember the double top we might have for Ethereum. And now if we project something similar or what we had, well, you can see that we might be in July of this year around 1,200 for Ethereum, which is something we don't want, but it's also a possibility. And here you can see a projection with past highs. And you can see that maybe we need to find support there in that line before starting going up again. So we need to be patient and we are waiting for Litecoin to lead the next bull run, but we'll still here. It's what Miss Config is telling us. So we may have to wait till next year because now we have to follow this triangle and break it, but it will take as far as September 2023 in order to break, when we are 90 days away for the Litecoin halving. And we have this very interesting article about how different is the halving for Bitcoin and Litecoin. So you can see that Litecoin is going to cut those minor rewards from 12.5 Litecoin to 6.25 Litecoin. And the idea is that for Bitcoin, prices go higher 6 months before that halving, and even it has to go 1 year later for that all-time high. In the past, as an average, you have 20,000% for 2012, also 560% in 2016, and 780% in 2020. And that's a very, very good reason to believe that we might go crazy up. For Bitcoin, you can see that the most earnings you have is 1 full year after the halving. And we have also patterns for behavior of Litecoin before and after the halving, but this is so different for what Bitcoin does. So the idea here is that 6 months beforehand is where we have with Litecoin the behavior of going up. Here, I went to TradingView. You have the link in the description. You can do as I do, and you can see that we are those 98 days to the next halving. So if we compare the situation the last 2 times, you can see that we were going up, but then we started going down. So here you have these ghost patterns of that situation. So we should be happy that we are going to go high, but not so much, because allegedly we'll go higher for Litecoin till June, and after June we will start going down again till the halving and beyond the halving too. Have that into consideration, and maybe if we go back to the triangle for Litecoin we had to break, you can see that maybe we don't have this crazy rise this time, but just a little bit till that point of $95 for Litecoin at that June sometime, and then we can go lower. That will be something that matches with our crazy ideas of the Litecoin halving. If you want to learn more about this, we have a specific video. You can complete this information with that one. And if you want to know about Bitcoin's halving and the 3 paths we might follow, then you have to go to that video we have over there, because we are 1 year away of that halving. What's going on with the meme coins? Well, they are going down today, but Floki is going up. Pepe is going down 20%, but Floki is going at 36%. So we still being crazy about all this. Here you see Pepe's chart going down. And in the DeFi ecosystem, we are again between 50 and $40 billion. So sad, but Donald Trump is happy because he sold all his NFTs and he made $1 million with it. Crazy stuff. Also good to know that Romania is connecting to Web3, and now they are creating a national NFT marketplace in order to show everybody how this works. So it's not just companies, but also governments and institutions coming strong to Web3. Russia also going all in into AI now with its own ChatGPT. And it's not just countries or companies. Yes, the government of UK now is going to create their own model. So we're going to have public and private institutions just competing. This is an AI war. We'll see about that in the future. And talking about cool technology that will help us in the future, the ATMs for Bitcoin. How many of those we have in Spain? We have 279. Spain is one of the top 3-4 countries in the world with more ATMs. Barcelona, Madrid, Valencia, Alicante, and Malaga are the ones with the most ATMs. And remember that Bitbase, our friends, are the kings here with 137 ATMs according to this article. I'll leave it for you in the description as the link to bitbase.es. You can buy there your crypto, also their token. And if you want to know more about this, just go to one of their physical stores or ATMs. You can have one of those in your own business. Contact them if you want more information. And congratulations to Victor Ronco. In Barcelona, in Catalonia, they have San Jordi, and they have there the books day. So he was signing his book. I have a copy. I need it signed already. He works with Bitbase, and they all together are like giving you information about all this crypto world and spreading the word for Bitcoin. So thank you and congratulations on that. If you want to buy the book and help him, you have the link in the description. And now let's forget about trading. This cat can't stop. Come on, let's do something different. Like what? Well, playing ball like this one. What is that? Is the new scam? Is Pepe okay for me? Okay, or maybe we can play some video games like this cat is chilling already because it has too much of crypto today, and this one just wants to chill and have a good time playing with his friend. So let's do something like that. We have no more time today for crypto. If you want this very same video in Spanish and learn a little bit of Spanish, you can watch it in our primary channel, Fun on the Ride. If you want more in English, just wait for next crypto news, Fun on the Ride. Health, money, love, party in peace. The best is yet to come, and crypto a tope. To the moon!